Another massive layoff by Amazon and a lot of MNCs. Today in the morning, I just heard that ShareChat has also laid off. Not a great news everywhere. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people must be panicking. There is slight bit of panic inside my head as well. And here is it that I thought that okay, I will do a heart-to-heart conversation with you folks to share that how am I planning for the worst, because COVID taught us actually one thing, that nothing is permanent, right? And here is a very, not a pointer, not a tip, but something that I'm personally doing and I just want to share with you. Number one, if you think that you are irreplaceable in your company, my dear friend, you are absolutely wrong. Every team, every person is getting calculated in the metric of what is the amount of revenue or what is the amount of output that per seat is getting me on board. So if you are in any function that is not directly affecting the revenue, you are at a slightly higher risk. So for an example, a performance marketing person are at slightly lower risk than a brand marketing person. And this is not to be blamed. Like CEOs are not to be blamed for this. Like everyone has a hand in this, and we can't play the blame game here. But what we can do as an employee is for sure protect our guardrails. And what I'm doing is this primarily, that one, I'm trying to create an emergency fund. I'm trying to have a very strong discipline where I am having enough savings. Cash in the bank is very rich right now. Cash in the bank is now, it's the right time to have cash in the bank, not anywhere else. So either have a discipline of saving 2,000 rupees every 3 weeks, or 20,000 rupees every month, but do that judiciously, do that in very strong discipline, and don't do anything with that money. Just let that money be in the bank. You need those liquid cash if anything happens. That is part one. Part two, realizing the fact that if required, do anything to earn money in the right way. So here are some other tips. If you have a certain amount of a certain skill which you are passionate about, you can just go and start teaching apart from whatever work you are doing. So for an example, let's say if I know drawing, I can teach to students, to small children. If I know marketing, I can teach in a small cohort of MBA colleges, or I can reach out to the edtechs like Growth School and Upgrad and a lot of folks and say that, hey, can I please take some sessions, and you can pay me some amount of money for that. Go and be vocal on LinkedIn. What that will do is, at least if you start being vocal, you will get some amount of visibility. If you get some amount of visibility, you can at least start again teaching those folks who are interested. So whatever skills you have, you can actually monetize it. The idea here is not to become India's best teacher. I mean, if you can do that, that's pretty great. But the idea is to quickly start monetizing everything you have. And the goal is only one thing: put cash in the bank. That's it. You will not touch that cash for anything else. If the fintechs have convinced you since last 2 years ki okay, you should not be putting money in the bank and you should be putting in equities and everything, start questioning that. Yes, you should be doing that. The fintechs also told you that you should not be doing 100% in the bank. You should have an emergency fund. Did you listen to them? If not, right now is the right time to start that. Number three, I cannot emphasize on the need or the compounding effect a personal brand can have. Everyone is unique in nature. Start putting out content. It can be text-based content, image-based content, video-based content on YouTube, the Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever it is. Slowly, you will start seeing monetization opportunities later. And you have no idea the amount of need or the demand that is in the market for upskilling is massive, is really massive. So let's just prepare for the worst. Not a great time. I do understand the mental pressure is very, very high. I cannot imagine the amount of stress it must be for the people who are in the startups whose layoff have been happening. My all support to for them. If I can do anything in my capacity, I will do that. But please share this video to the folks who are in startups. I want everyone to have a separate perspective that I'm sharing right now. I want everyone to have a good plan to fall back on if nothing works out. All the best.